Hey guys, let's see if I can do this. Actually, I have actually tried to record this video a couple of times now, but something happens or I don't do justice to what I want to say. So let's see if this time I can actually say everything that I want to say and I don't just fangirl a lot. Also, my cat has been a little bit energetic. I don't know if you guys can hear her purr. She's literally just beside the the computer, the laptop. So let's just hope for the best. Let's see if this is the time that I can actually talk about this book. And we are here. We are gathered here today to talk about the best book that I have read in 2020. I have tried to think about doing a top 10, a top 20 something. But I wasn't like prepared for it and didn't have that in mind. And I only know one book that I want to talk about, to be honest. And that book, with no more delay, and probably not much surprise for a lot of people, is Gardens of the Moon by Stephen Erickson. This is the first book on the Tale of the Malazan Book of the Fallen. Yeah, the Malazan series. This book, oh my god, this was a journey. I have to say that this is one of those fantasy series that I had to read slow. But I enjoy reading it slow because it is dense. It gets denser as it goes, but also it gets bigger. And it has a lot of things. And I do like to take my time to actually absorb everything and understand what's going on. I don't think that this is a book that you can speed through. That you can actually go really fast. Unless you have like a big you actually read really fast and you have like a you can read fast and absorb everything as you go. If you are those kind of people, I'm jealous. Very jealous. But yeah. This book. Now, I'm not gonna say exactly what's on the back. I'm gonna try and do my own synopsis of this book because there is a lot going on. And well, this book is of course about the Malazan Empire. This empire has been expanding its lands for years now, if not decades, if not more. I do not exactly know how much time this empire has been in wars with other countries, with other cities to expand its territories. When our story starts, the people aren't happy with the fact that they are still going for another city. The goal is the last of the free cities that is called, and I'm gonna butcher this, Daru Histan. Let's just call him Daru. Daru is the last city, the last free city I think it's one of 7 free cities that Malazan is going for. Now, this is not one of those books that you have a king, an army without like any divisions or anything, and it's not a straightforward thing. You have magic, of course. You have like the magic users, the people that the high wizard mage, high mage. I think it's high mage. You have like several battalions inside the army. You have like sergeants, captains. You have like the claw that is like how to say it. It's like the secret, not so secret weapon of the emperor slash empress. It, you know, the knives on the back, the spies, the all of that thing. And you also have one battalion that is like, it's the bridge burners, that it was really important on the times of the emperor, but we now have an imperatrice. Let's say that is right. That they do not like bridge burners that much because of certain tensions, and they may or may not be slowly being killed off, slowly not being replaced, maybe a little bit in danger. In the middle of all of this, you have gods that think that we can have some fun on this too, we can just meddle with things, and yeah, let's just play with all of this. The thing is, gods here are not like immortal, they are it when they meddle with things, it doesn't feel like a Deus Ex Machina moment. At least it didn't felt on this one. They felt that they also had their limitations and they could be damaged or maybe killed. So yeah, the gods, I love them so much. And when they start, like I said, the Empire is going to try to get the Darrow city, but it has still to pass and conquer Pale, the city of Pale, that it not only has his own troops and his own forces, but it's being supported by, how do you say it? Wait a minute. It's literally a floating moon, but I wanted to get the exact name of it. Moonspawn? I think it's Moonspawn. Let me pass this, all of this. Oh please, where is it? There is so many. Yeah, Moonspawn. Exactly. It has like, it is being helped by Moonspawn that is literally a floating city that looks like a moon. I mean, that's amazing. Let's just be honest, that concept is amazing. And that the lord of that city, it's called Anomandarake. Let's just call him Rake. They, people that live on that moon are basically dark elves. Let's just take this. Let's just put it like that. They are dark elves that emerge from the center of the earth and now live on a floating magical rock that is so badass. Anyway, so yeah, and the people from that city, from Moonspawn, is one of the people that are against Malazan. They also have other allies. You don't know that if they are really allies or if they're gonna be stabby on the back. What's happening here? There is other forces besides the Lord's Rake that don't play the biggest part on this book, but you are always aware of their presence. We have information on where they are, and I bet they are gonna be a lot more influential on the next books. In the middle of all this, like I said, there is gonna be a rebellion of sorts, because you already have like dark elves, other forces. You have like people inside Malazan that want to stop the war and want to stop the menace and are just sick of the killing. You have a captain that it's one of the objects of gods, of interference. One of the people that the gods use to influence everything. And then you have a very, I think it's like most of my favorite characters are in Darrow. It's a group of people that it's basically a group of the scum of Darrow. So a thief, a dandy, a very dubious kind of magical guy that you just know that he is much more than he tells, or maybe not, or what the hell is with him. a fallen soldier slash knight. I think it's just a slow soldier, and like an assassin. I mean, what on that group doesn't sound like perfection? I love that group so much. I also like people from the Malazan part that we follow, because we keep going back and forth from the forces of Malazan as they are coming to Daru, and the people of Daru as things sometimes not exactly related to Malazan are happening, but they are important. I love the parts with the Daru people. I just. Uh, but I kind of loved everything. It's like there's only one character here that I do not like, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it because it is a nicely done character. But now I have to be really honest with you guys. This, I would love if everyone could read this, but this may not be the book for everyone, because first, it is big. This is like, this version that I have is 600 and something pages. Yeah, okay, it just crosses the 700. I know that it may be a little bit, another versions of this book can be a little bit shorter, a little bit bigger. Mine just passes 700, I think. And it's high fantasy. You take a little bit of time to understand what's going on. I mean, like the first third of the book, you are being introduced to more and more players, to more and more characters, to more and more different lands. It is a bit much. I do admit that for some people's tastes it is a bit much. Now, the good thing is, this book, I don't think that if you read this book with time, it's really hard to get lost, because you have all the information about the names of the people and to whom they belong, if they are like in an army, in a part of an army, if they are of a certain land. It's on the front of the book, and on the back you have like informations about places, magical objects, and like sorcery stuff. So I don't think that it's easy to get lost, because you just have, if you read this with time and you pay attention to the names, and you, when you forget something, you go to the back or to the front of the book to remember who that person is, it's really impossible to get lost. Plus, this book does a really good job of reminding you who the people that appear are, because they, if there's a sergeant or a high lord or a high mage or high something that appears, people here use the titles, and it's not a forced thing, it's natural. There's like always a low rank people that has to use the title, so you get reminded, or on the description it kind of gives you a little hint of what that character, who that character is. So I think it's well, Stephen Erickson knew that it had to help you with that part, because it's really a lot of people. But if you pass that first third of the book, you like it like I do, like I did, and you keep going, it only gets better, because characters actually have a very natural, progressive, beautiful, like, growth. You learn more and more about them in a way that, to be honest, not many fantasy books do, because they usually have that thing when they tell you that their character is something or other instead of showing you. Here you mostly see that. There's not, you don't have a narrator telling, oh, this person is so brave, or this person it is so blah blah blah. No, you have, you have people that might or might not tell you what they think about other characters in a very natural way, but if you have to use your own head, let's put it like that. You have to use your own head and your observations to find out exactly who that person is, and you can see them grow. Several characters grow or change or like surprise you during this book. It's really amazing, to be honest, on that part. Also, if you like roguish things, assassins, thieves, this has some of the best of the best fights with rogues and thieves and assassins that I have yet to read. That I have read, not yet to read, that I have read. It's like amazing. I could see it. I'm a person that usually plays as a rogue. I have when I play Pathfinder, the son of D&D. Uh, I played as many things, but my favorite role is rogue. And oh my god, I could see all of this. And the thing is, I don't say as if this is like a Dungeons and Dragons or roleplay literature. It isn't, but it doesn't have like all the flaws that all of that literature is. This is literally what all of those books should be like. Because as a person that has played Pathfinder, I could see like lots of things from here that 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 I've seen as a rogue, as I've seen as like spells or anything. I felt the vibes, but I didn't felt like that it was a bad book, as if you know what I mean. Because we all know that literature that came from roleplay, Dungeons and Dragons, or whatever, can be pretty iffy. You know, you just know. This is not. This is amazing. This is gold. I love this book so much. I have like 4, 5, 6. I think I have like the next 6 books. And the second book is on my January TBR. I do not plan to be able to read it on January because I think that one is like 900 pages. So I do want to start it. I plan to start it. I do not plan to finish it. But oh my god, I am gonna be reading the books that I have all throughout this year. I'm probably not even gonna put them on my TBRs. I'm just gonna, as soon as I finish one, I will just grab the next one, and it's immediately on my TBR again. And I'm just gonna be slowly working through them while I go through all the other books of the months. If it takes me 1 month or 2 months or maybe 3 months, I think this one was almost 3 months to finish, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with the slow pace, with like the absorbing of everything, because it's really, really worth it. Sometimes I read like 5 pages of this, and those 5 pages had so much information that my brain just would like, okay, let's take a moment now and properly imagine everything that just happened. And I would just like stop reading, and I would be like seeing the fight on my head, be like, oh my god, I love this so much. So yeah, this is my love declaration for the first book on the Malazan, and how I am gonna be just going for this series. I'm just expecting good things. I mean, I know that not all of the books would be exactly the same as quality, but I'm hoping. I'm hoping, and I will go with full hopes, because this was one of the best books that I've read. Not just the best book of 2020, but one of the best books that I've read. Period. Would go to like my favorite books of all time. I'm not even joking. This is that good. So yeah, if you guys like fantasy, big books, and may be up to start a very big series with lots of big books, Malazan. Also, this is very dark. I have to say this. Very dark. lots of death. Everything, anything, and not everything, not anything. Everyone is not safe. So any character can die at any time, and they will. They will. I'm just gonna say that. So before this video gets way too big, I'm just gonna finish this and let you guys see if you want to read this. If by any chance you have read it, you have tried it, you have DNF'd it, let me know. I want to know what you think about it. Again, remember, I did love this book, but if you didn't, that's fine. But I'm still curious. Why not? Tell me. I'm not gonna judge you, but I'm curious. Why not? If you love it, tell me, because I really need to fangirl about this with someone. So yeah, that's all for now, guys. Bye.